Okay, so what is it that you guys are doing right now?
We're standing up for our rights.
And what rights are you standing up for?
To have a place to stay where we could be dry and a place to sleep.
And you are?
Tony.
Tony. It's so nice to meet you.
Likewise.
So I understand that you guys are forming an intentional community.
That's a goal.
Okay, and can you tell me from your perspective what's going on here and the reason that this started?
Well, the reason that it started is there's not enough adequate shelter for people that's seriously about trying to get up off the streets. I mean, you can go downtown and you can go to Union Gospel and Mission and get fed, and if you're currently a drug user, you can probably get a bed. But if you're not a drug user, there's really no help for you. A lot of us were not into drugs, so I'm going to put this out because I know this is going to be on the air. If you want to come to our site and do drugs, this might not be the site for you. If you want to come back and lay and relax and know that your stuff is not going to get stolen and somebody's going to watch your back, this is the spot for you.
Okay, so what you're suggesting is that this is an alternative solution straight from the unhoused community.
Exactly.
At no cost to anyone that doesn't want to help out.
That's right.
I understand that this is a part of the beginnings of a beautiful community.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about your part in it and your perspective of what's going on here?
Yeah, we don't want to see anybody else have to go through what we've gone through so far.
And what would that be? Can you give me some examples?
Always rousted by the police. You never get a full night's sleep, and even if you do, it's never restful because you have to be on guard at all times.
Right.
And besides the police, people will steal your stuff. They could hurt you, you know, and it's just not safe. It's not safe. It's not comfortable. You can't live like that.
So what's the goal of this community? How do you see this community forming itself?
With a sustainable vision in mind, we'd like to put in gardens and stuff, beautify this area, because the city should have been doing that a while ago. This is technically a road, even though it's not been developed. So we're going to clean it up.
You know, there's a lot of resources, and we want to turn this land right here into a garden so we can sustain ourselves, don't have to beg for food, go to people's trash, or none of that. You know, there's just so many things that can be done if we just need the space and time to where we can just relax and think without being worried about, you know, the waterworks people coming hauling our stuff off while we're out looking for jobs.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that would in itself would be a great burden off our shoulders.
I like it here because it's a safe place. It's away from downtown, the violence, the drama, the drugs. I don't do drugs. My partner doesn't do drugs. We don't drink. We believe in the concept we have going here.
And what would be the concept that you have
The concept is to build like a little utopia where if you're passing through or you need someplace more permanent to stay, you can stay here, have shelter, hopefully grow some crops to sustain ourselves, have something to eat, have a quiet, safe place that we can look forward to coming back to after we do whatever we have to do in town or across town.
That sounds wonderful. So if the community were to embrace this concept and want to be supportive of you, how could they do that? What are the things that you need, or what support do you want?
Well, we would like to have the support of the city council. And we'd like to turn this into a nonprofit, self-sustaining organization where we hopefully can get some, God bless you, some tools donated, supplies donated. They're here for anyone that needs to use them, and leave them when they go, or leave something when they go. And use this as a grassroots effort to
demonstrate to the city that
just because we're homeless, we can solve it ourselves. You know, a lot of us are educated individuals that have been displaced. Right. Some of us are travelers that have traveled all over the country and have lived in co-ops and other organized collectives, things like this. And so we're trying to go through the proper channels to make this happen.
Right.
And finding this location was a beginning.
that sergeant that came out this morning and said, well, I'm supposed to post a notice, but we're not going to do that. We might do it tomorrow, maybe, and then left. So they're not going to fuck with us. We're in the gray zone. They can't make us leave. This is like pretty much free land right here. It belongs to the city, yeah, but you just see they ain't did nothing with it. So we're going to do something with it, and we just need a lot of support and help.
Okay, so from your perspective, does that mean that this is going to be